Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litsa and today is our podcast number 57. Welcome to you one and all. I hope you've all had a fabulous week. As we all know, this is my favorite day of the week because I get to hang out with all of you, get to share most of your makes. I know there are some more coming. I cannot wait. We all get so very excited when we see what we're all working on because it just gives us that little bit more inspiration. And as we all know, our crochet to-do list is getting longer and longer every week. Now today is November the 9th, 2023. So a lot of you will be preparing for Thanksgiving in the Northern Hemisphere, all of our friends in the US. Here in Australia, I'm in Sydney, for those of you that are new, because we do have quite a few new friends that have joined us. I hope you stay because we are an awesome bunch of yarny friends here, so please stay and hang out with us. Now today has been such a mixed bag. When I went for my walk at lunchtime, it was very warm. I have to tell you, I think I actually got a little bit of a sweat. And by the afternoon, which was only a few hours later, I was taking my mum to one of her appointments and it started to thunder and pour and we got soaking wet. So we've really had a mixed bag. By the time I got home again, the sun was trying to come out. Now it is the evening here now, so it has cooled down a tiny bit, which is exactly the way I like it. But that's pretty much the weather update where I am. I hope wherever you are, you're keeping either cool or warm, whatever your preference is, and that you're enjoying your crochet time, because after all, that's what we like to do. No matter what the weather is, it never ever stops us. I like to have the aircon going as it gets warmer, and then I love to work on big projects like blankets to keep me warm when it's getting cooler. Anyway, so let's get started. I've got my clipboard, I've got my marker, and I'm ready to start ticking things off. But what do we always do, guys, when we start our podcast? We go to Tile of the Week Thursday. Now, a little recap of what that's all about, and for our newbies especially. Now, our friend Sam over at Manford's Mike's, now she's hosting this organic crochet along, and her partner Mike has joined in as well, and we all decided to join her. So what I'm talking about is this book here was gifted to Sam. We're up to tile number 66, so just over 66 weeks ago, so 100 crochet tiles. Sam pledged on YouTube to make each and every tile, one tile a week, which is going to take a good part of 2 years. I jumped on at tile number 25, and so did Josephine about the same time as I, and she has sent her completed gorgeous tile as usual, so thank you, Josephine. Now this week's tile was another inset mosaic tile, and I believe we have one more to go, the same style, which is instead of doing it in a square, we're working backwards and forwards, turning our work wrong side, right side. This week's tile is Tunnel Vision. I'll show you the photo in a minute. I did manage to finish it this week, and I thank you so very much, Sam, for putting it into my head. And I'm guessing Mike did the same this week, where we didn't skip any chains when we leave in the little gap, because I think that works better when it's a square, whereas when it goes backwards and forwards, we don't need to worry about it being as wavy. So I did do that, and Sam, it did work, so thank you for that tip. So I'll go back to Mike's tip of missing one chain or skipping one chain, reducing the chains when I go back to doing the squares. So as I said, I have looked ahead because I was like, curious how many more mosaic tiles do we have to make? So one more in the same fashion as the one that we've been doing, and then one last one in the round or as a square, and then we start what I believe is tapestry crochet, which I absolutely love. So let me put the book down. Now, if any of you want to purchase this book, I got it on Amazon, and I do know that a lot of people have purchased it there and maybe other great booksellers, but this book does fall apart. So a lot of our friends that jumped on a lot later, they've been buying it on like for their Kindle or iPad, and it's actually a great version because you can enlarge the like the pattern and the charts, because it does come with charts each and every tile, which is wonderful, and the written the pattern as well. So depending on which way you like to work, it's all in here for you. And it actually has made it easier for me to learn it's forced me to learn how to read a pattern better, decipher it better, because along the way, let me tell you, there's great blooper videos. If you put in hashtag Tile of the Week Thursday, you will see so many They're not always successful each and every week. Let me tell you, I've had quite a few weeks that haven't worked out, and everyone seems to enjoy those the most. And what does that say about our community? But yeah, so if you get it on the Kindle, oh, and as I was saying, sorry, it's forced me to learn how to read patterns and charts and graphs, which has been awesome. I've really enjoyed that component of, you know, this organic crochet along. Now let me show you the tile this week, then I'll show you mine and Josephine's. So again, it was tunnel vision, and I think it was about 46 rows, something like that. Here it is here. It's actually quite a pretty tile, and it worked up very, very easily to my surprise. Now, as I was saying, Josephine gave me tips along the way. Thank you, Josephine. She said, look out, and I'll tell you which rows she said to look out for. She said to look out for rows number, from memory, yes, 18, 29, and 35. So thank you for that tip, Josephine. I really did make sure that I looked out for it, and let me tell you, it helped me. Now, where's my tile? I love the colours I chose for it this week. It does need a little bit of blocking, guys, so pardon the little corners that are curling. But look, I finished it, and I think it looks pretty good, and the back is quite neat as well. I like to show you the back. But here's, well, I'm guessing this is the front, because as I said, you do wrong side, right side. And now Josephine, she did it in these beautiful, this blue and white, which to me looks very, very Grecian. Is that the right, or is it upside down? There it is. That's better. Absolutely gorgeous, Josephine. Your work is always perfect. Now let me put the two together for you. Here we go. They actually look very, very pretty together. Imagine a blanket with all of these next to it. Oh, there we go. With all the different colors. It would actually look very, very nice. And I absolutely love the white with the colors when we do mosaic. It's my favorite way to do them. So that's it, guys. Tile number 66. Tick, done and dusted. We can put that one away, and we're up to tile number 67 next week. I cannot believe it. So we are 33 away from 100. We're powering away. So we're really a third of the way, 2/3 of the way already done. That is so super awesome. Now, I didn't show you the yarn that I use, so I'll quickly do that now before we actually finish with Tile of the Week Thursday. I like to use, I have 7 different colors, and it's that I, take from each time we need, because sometimes you need 4 colors, sometimes 3, sometimes 5, or what have you. And it's all this Marvel 8-ply yarn. This is my favorite color. And it's a DK weight yarn, 100% acrylic, and for each and every one of them I'm using a 5mm hook. And some of you may not know, but what I hope to do at the end of it is put together all the tiles, including the 2 that I'm getting from Sam and Mike. I cannot wait to receive them, so they will be in there as a memory of this awesome experience and journey that we've had together. So I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you for letting me share that with you as well. Now the best part, I get to showcase all of your work. So let me put my glasses on so I can make sure I get my stats right. So I can put this away because that's done. Now, our very, very first make is absolutely gorgeous, and it comes from our friend Brenda. Let me just show you the first photo. Now that is Brenda's Crochet Society Cal 2022 completed. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now read to you what Brenda said. She says, here is my Afghan from the Advent calendar. She made more squares with the leftover yarn. I thought that was brilliant. I didn't even think of that. So thank you for putting that into my head for next time, Brenda. I absolutely thought that was genius. So thank you for sharing that. And she said she even had enough to make all the mini makes. And then she joined the squares together with one of Bella Coco's other joining methods. So not the one that was in the actual, the videos that we saw, or the written pattern. And she said that she absolutely loved doing this cowl. Now let me show you how she's displayed it. Oh, I love this. And you'll get to see the box. I'll show you the box on top. And it says, shh, I'm counting. I love that. And how she's got it draped over her beautiful chair. I think it looks like a rocking chair. that spot looks so comfy and so beautiful. Thank you so very, very much, Brenda, for sharing that with us. I'm so happy that you completed yours and I did mine pretty much at the same time, because I thought I was the only one that was still working on it, and now we can get on to the next one. Fabulous. Thank you for that. And then our friend Liza, I need to get my iPad because I haven't printed this off. She is on a little holiday, so I hope you're enjoying your little holiday, Liza. But she did manage to get some crochet done, she said, to her surprise. And here it is here. Let me just enlarge it for you. How gorgeous is this? So, of course, she's one of our amigurumi queens. And this is her little Taurus, because she is powering on from her Crochet Now magazines with her little cowl, I guess it is, of all of the zodiac signs. How adorable. So thank you very much for sending him in, Liza. And then our friend Marny from Marny's Crochet Corner. Now, if you haven't already visited her, please do so. She is a beautiful human and has so many amazing makes. Now, she has taken a little bit of time off YouTube in the last few weeks because she's concentrating on all her Christmas makes, because she's making them for all her family and friends, and I'm sure she's doing some Thanksgiving things as well, I'm guessing, because she's got some from past videos. So if you go along and visit her, maybe you can catch up on some of the videos you haven't already seen and just keep her going while she's taken this little time off to continue with her crochet makes. But she has sent some of them into us. I'll just grab my my little information and I'll get the little photos up for you. Oh my goodness, this is so adorable. So here's the first photo. Now, excuse me, I hope my iPad doesn't play up, guys. So this is so 2 years ago, Marny says that one of her subscribers' husbands asked her to make his wife this llama, and she loved it so much that she requested an alpaca. So let me get onto this. Oh, and here's the back of the little llama. How gorgeous is he? And it looks like there's a little kangaroo in the background. So there's his little, I guess that's like a little blanket on his back. Absolutely gorgeous. And then what Marny did was, oh my gosh, they are so cute. Wait till you see these little, oh, there we go. So then she made 2 alpacas, a big one and a little one. Oh my gosh, they are so adorable. And Marny says that it took her about 4 to 5 days to make both. That is awesome. Well done. And the alpaca pattern is a paid pattern on Etsy. And the llamas, she said, is a Yarnspirations tutorial. And that one's called Llama No Drama. I think I've heard of that one. They are so, so cute. But wait till you see this one. He is adorable as well. Here we go. Oh my goodness. So Marny made this just about a year ago, because this is a little hippo holding an apple that she made just before Thanksgiving last year. He is so cute. And then wait till you see her puppy Zero. He is adorable, adorable, adorable. Look at these two are so in love. Oh my goodness. Look at his little face. And there's Marny for you. So thank you so very, very, very much, Marny, for sending in all those awesome makes. I'm sure that you're working very, very hard on your Christmas gifts, and I cannot wait to see them. And I hope to hang out with you very, very soon on your YouTube channel. So they're all the makes that we've received this week. So thank you, everybody, for allowing me to share all your wonderful work. Now, what have I been working on? I have been very busy, but it doesn't seem like it when I show you what I've been doing, but I have been. I've got a few FOs. Let me just tick. You know, I like to tick. So, finished objects, FOs. So, most of you may have already seen, or if you haven't, go and see my video on my finally finished Crochet Society Cal 2022 blanket. Here it is here. I absolutely loved working the tapestry crochet and learning that technique. I started off a little bit worried that it was going to be, you know, difficult, but because I watched the tutorials, then I just started to follow the graph. So there are 24 squares in total and a little border, and I absolutely love making it, and I'm so happy that it's finished, because the Crochet Society calendar 2023 arrived, and if you haven't seen that spoiler alert unboxing, please go and do so, unless you don't want to know what's in the box because you're waiting for yours, or you're just going to unbox it day by day when the cow starts next month. So I cannot wait for that either. And the other thing that I've finished, so another FO, I'm so happy to report that I finished, other than sewing in a few ends, so forgive me for that. I just ran out a bit of time, but we'll call it finished crochet. I finished the Boggy Creek blanket for Boggy Creek Camp. So I'll tell you about the yarn in a moment. And I just did a corner to corner rectangle, and it's the exact, so this is in half, guys. It's pretty big. It's exactly 40, well, pretty close to 40 by 50 inches, which is the maximum size that you can make the blankets. And I did do, so corner to corner rectangle, and then I did 3 rows of just granny stitch and then a shell stitch as well. This yarn is so soft. I know that I've used it a lot in blankets. It is a baby yarn, but it is just so beautiful and so soft that I think that whoever receives it will feel very snugly with it. Now, what I've been using to make it, oh, I've got fluffs on me, is this Bella Baby Chenille, and it is 100% polyester, and it comes in these 50-gram balls. Now, it says to use a 5mm hook on there, but I actually used my 6.5mm hook, and I did use, let me clip them off here. So I've got 10 ball bands, and this color here, guys, is called Ambient. So it's got the blue, or it's like a mint, the gray, white, and the yellow color in it. So there were 10 ball bands of this one, and then I used 2.5 of the yellow color. So that's, you know, quite a bit of yarn there, but remember they're 50-gram balls, and these get to go into my box full of ball bands, and this will be packed away. Well, I'll wash it, and then I will pack it away very, very nicely. And I'm hoping to add at the very least 1 more and possibly 2 more blankets before I send them off, which will have to be around January next year, because I want to make sure they get there on time. I believe they need to be there by February, and I need to allow it for postage. But because it'll be just after the big Christmas and New Year rush of, you know, postage, I might be able to get there on time. So at the very least, I'd like to be sending them off at the beginning of January. So they're my 2 FOs for the week, which was very, very exciting, let me tell you, and very, very enjoyable at that. Now, the next thing that I've made, because, you know, a lot of us have started decorating for Christmas. Not myself as yet, but I have been wanting to make Christmas baubles for so long. My girlfriend Nicole at work is constantly sending me photos hinting that she'd like one for Christmas, and I'm pretty sure she'll get one now, all her Pinterest posts. So here it is here, guys, and I'll tell you how I made it. I've got fluffs all over me, fibers. So there it is there. And then I crocheted the little, to hang it off the tree with. I can't speak. Now, it looks a little bit long to me there, but it might be better fitted over a bigger foam ball inside. But this was the only one that I had. So I used all of my Jolly and Joy and Kringle yarn to make it. So this yarn here, I love this one. I've actually got this in green and red as well. So this is just the white, but I'm pretty sure you can see all the sparkle in it. So it's like a silver thread through it. And it is, what is it? 96% acrylic and 4% polyester. And then I've got the 2 valuable Kringle yarns. Now, the other yarn and this, they're all 8-ply. And these ones are actually 93% acrylic and 7% polyester. That's why I think they're a bit shiny. And this one is in the color red. And this one is color mixed greens, it's called. And you can see all the greens. I absolutely love that one. And he recommends to use like a 5mm hook, but I used a 4mm hook to make sure, you know, that there were no gaps. I'll show you the first one that I made, but it was way too big. But then I thought this would make a nice ornament on its own, or even like hanging off the tree, or even, you know, you could square it off and make it into a square, or even as a little coaster. So that's something to consider. But at the moment, what I use, and I might change it, is these foam balls. Now, these are only 6.5 millimeter. beg your pardon, 6.5 centimeters, which is 2.5. Oh my goodness, I'm really bad at converting when I don't do it properly. But you know, it would be about maybe 2-3 inches. But my friend Julie over at KS Mum Crochet, she actually made baubles this week as well. We are so in sync. I love that. But she used, and you may have already seen these, they're clear balls that you can open up and you can fill them with lollies or confetti or what have you, and they've already got this little bit here to hang them off the tree. So I thought that was a brilliant idea. So I'm going to try to find some of those here in Australia. I'm sure I will. Well, I hope I will, because I've seen the Easter egg version of them. And then I was also thinking, if I go through my Christmas baubles that might be a little bit older, or, you know, I'm thinking they need to be, you know, jazzed up a bit or zhuzhed up a bit, I could use those, because they've actually got, I call it the hardware on top, so you don't have to crochet the little loop to hang it off the tree. So that's something that I'm very, very excited about. It doesn't take very long to make them, because, as I said, I had to experiment a little bit with size to fit, you know, my actual foam ball. But after I got that, you know, into my head, I thought, oh, okay, this is actually quite doable when you get the sizing right. So I think that's the only part that I have to worry about. So that's my Christmas bauble, the very first one that I've ever made, and I was so excited to do so. There are so many patterns out there, you know, they're very, very fancy and what have you, but I'm quite happy with that one. But I will experiment with different colors. So watch this space. I'll see if I can find those clear ones like Julie. If not, I'll just buy some different size. I might go up a size in the foam balls, and we'll see how we go with that. So let's tick that off our list. Now, the other thing that I want to show you guys, if you haven't already seen my video on my very first ever Temu haul or purchases, because I think some of you might be curious, because I know that Mads asked me, and I let her know where I got my Swift from. So I've got a lot of hanks, which I never had before, of blanket yarn. I don't have any hanks. I don't think of any other yarn either, but I needed to work a way to ball them up. So I had to go from this to this, and let me tell you, I have got a lot of these from my most recent blanket yarn haul. Oh my goodness, when I look around, I should have counted how many I've got. But I had my partner holding it old school for me, and you know, we had a lot of fun doing that, but our times don't always coordinate, our schedules, when we're available to do that. I tried doing it around my knees. It worked, but you know, after a while your back goes. So I bought myself a Swift. Now, I've always I've known that Swifts are generally made out of timber or wood, and they're quite expensive, and they are beautiful. But let me tell you, this one is made out of metal, and then it's got coating, like this very thick plastic coating around the, it's like the umbrella part. There we go. That's how it opens up, guys. And then it's got this little bit that goes into the table, and it is very, very handy. So if you've always thought, you know, I'd like to buy Swift, but I'm not sure which one to buy, do I have to buy the expensive one? I highly recommend this one. It was only 25 Australian dollars, which I thought was very, very reasonable. So that was one of my little acquisitions this week, and I just wanted to make sure that I shared that with you. Even though I had a few other things in the haul, I thought that was the best purchase of all. So I wanted to share that with you. So that's our little Temu, you know, letting you know what I thought was a great buy, and very, very useful at that. Now, I wanted to also let you know that I got an email about, I think 2 weeks ago, and I might have mentioned to you that our Crochet Society box number 45 is on its way. And then a day or two later, we received an email saying that there was a missing ball of yarn from that box, and that it would come to us. Guess what, guys? The ball of yarn, which I'm not going to open because I want to unbox it with you, arrived, but the box hasn't as yet. So I'm a little bit concerned and excited at the same time. So I'm hoping very soon, in this next week or so, in the near future, I'll be able to do an unboxing for you of box number 45. So yeah, I was a little bit like, oh, what's going on here? Why have I got the ball and not the box? But at least that arrived as well. But I'm not going to open it until we do it together. Now, this is so much fun. We've been doing this at work all week, and that was my inspiration for the bauble. So what am I talking about? Okay, so at work we had a week of secret buddy. So all of us that wanted to participate gave our name in, and then we were given, like I got given this envelope, and inside my buddy, who I was going to spoil for the week. So it says, your secret buddy's card is inside this envelope. Enjoy Random Acts of Kindness week. So this was done so that, you know, it would promote, you know, thinking of others thinking of you, and really thinking of what that person loves and wants. You know, like just from conversations you've had with them. But we also were given, and I won't show you my buddy's name, but we were given this card just with some tips on it. Excuse my fingers. So my buddy loved chocolate and Coke, and she also said that she loves friendship and laughs. So it made it very, very easy for me. So every day I've left her something. And I've also included some crochet. So the first day I had a little jar and I filled it with all chocolate, and I put a little star. I hung a star on it, a crocheted star. And then one of the gifts I've given her has been cans of Coke with a bag of chips to just watch movies, and a can cozy. So, you know, and I know that she's absolutely loved them because I watch her reaction and she doesn't know it's me, which is wonderful. But my buddy has been amazing. So when I find out who they are, I need to thank them profusely. So in this bag, this was left on my desk, and wait till you see what's inside, guys. Look at my face. I am so, so very happy. There was this little box, and inside were two, oh my goodness, they are so gorgeous, 2 Christmas baubles, and they are crocheted. They've got that hardware and everything. Now, I am so in love with these that I wrote on the board how much I love my buddy and how grateful I am. But it didn't stop there. I also got this gorgeous, gorgeous towel with the crocheted towel topper. How well does my buddy know me? Now, truth be told, I did put on my card anything crochet, but I've got a feeling that this is someone that knew it already. This is above and beyond. So my buddy, if you're watching this by any chance, thank you. You are amazing. I really do appreciate that you know me so well. So that's pretty much my week in a nutshell, other than, oh, and I've got one more photo to show you. I don't know if you guys remember, and you know, if you've seen last week's podcast, I spoke about how I made this gorgeous little cushion, this eye cushion, because my mum had given me the insert and I just had to use it because, you know, she really wanted me to use it for something. And then a friend saw it and she said, look, I want 2 for Christmas. And I said, absolutely. So she put her order in, and then another friend saw it and she said, I want 2 as well. I said, absolutely, no worries. And now let me show you the stack of cushion inserts I have to create. How many cushion inserts have I got, guys? I have got, here they are. I hope my iPad doesn't play. 11. So I've got 11, 3 different sizes, 2 small, 2 huge, and all the rest in between to make before Christmas. So fingers and toes, guys, that I get them done. I'm going to make 4 that are on order first, and the rest, the other 7, are for family. So I thought they're all going to get one for Christmas as well because they and ahed over them. So I thought, oh wow, that was a good clue that that's what they want for Christmas. So that's it, guys. That's my whole week in a nutshell, crochet week and work-wise and everything else. So let me tick that off my list because you know I love to tick everything off. I have not missed a single thing. So what have you all been up to? Please let us all know in the comments down below. You know we absolutely love to know. We're, you know, sharing is caring, like we always say. We're a little bit, you know, sticky beaky. We just want to know what we're all doing, and we just want to keep up with each other because, you know, sometimes you think, oh, I'm in a bit of a rut. Sometimes I don't have anything on my list of things to do, or I'm, you know, why am I always crocheting the same thing? Well, this is where it's so nice where we get to share with each other. So please, please make sure that you do that. And if you want me to share your makes, showcase them, please email me and I will do that with all my heart. It will give me so much joy and delight. So hope you're all keeping well. Take care, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.